Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Real Talk Bougie. Guys, something happened in true crime this week. I don't know if you noticed it or not. I'm sure if you're following the Vallow Daybell case, you would know all about this and you've seen it. But if you are not and or casually following, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. In any case, guys, Lori was sent back to Idaho. She's back in Idaho, and it was all caught by the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department. And as they were sending her back on her way to deliver her nicely back to Idaho, um, she looked all smiles. I think she clearly loves the attention, and yeah, I think she loves the attention. She loves the fight. I don't know if she's just a natural born protagonist or antagonist, if you will. She is just she's just up for the fight every single time. So, according to um the news reportings, that she has filed her appeals for both of the Arizona cases. She has filed an appeal in Idaho. It's like, Lori, you have so many life sentences. Does she have 5 now? No, maybe it's 6. 1. So Charles, Brandon, she has her 2 kids and Tammy. She has more life sentences than most, okay? I think when you get into the stratosphere of 4 to 5 life sentences, you have more than just about anybody else who's on death row. I'm sure some people just have 1 or 2, and that's enough, right? But to have racked up so many for such an intimate group of people, attempted murder on your nephew-in-law, murder of your husband, murder of your daughter, murder of your son, murder of your new husband's not even ex-wife. Um it's just it's too much. It's crazy. Anyway, if you hadn't heard of this story, her name is Lori Vallow Daybell, and she has quite an extensive history and quite a prolific trial history that can all be found on YouTube. And most recently, she went through 2 trials in Arizona, one specifically for her husband that she was in the process of divorcing, or had divorced and was married a gentleman by the name of, and I'm using that loosely, um, Daybell, and Chad Daybell. And just an absolute mess. Anyway, let's get into this video real quick and we'll talk along the way. But yeah, Lori is a interesting character, and she loves attention, and she has numerous life sentences, life without paroles, and she's been quite problematic. And in her 2 most say, "Hi, everybody. Hey." Once again, these troublemakers get a video. Like, the troublemakers are the ones who they really have to painstakingly make sure that they video and they document everything, because these are the ones that are going to want a lawsuit. They're the ones who are going to want to bring allegations against any minute detail. So it's incumbent upon these agencies to make sure that they video everything these days, because some of these people are very, there's some are smart. You know, I'm not going to say Lori is completely, that she is not smart, but she's definitely has a way about her to try to find any sort of advantage. And I think that we're going to see these perp walks more and more and more and publicized because people want to know, number one, that something actually really happened. And we're in a world now where people want a receipt. And also, they need to have their documentation because these people are, um, they just can't be trusted. They just can't. So let's get into this video. All of these big, burly men for this little woman, but she can't be trusted. I mean, she has a lot of murders under her belt, so she is really not to be trusted. Okay, so you see, look, she's looking a little bit embarrassed. Maybe, I don't know, but as she's leaving, do you see that there's other inmates looking out their windows at her? So, just kind of catch the scene of the windows, and people, they're passing other cells, and the people in their cells are like, "What's going on?" I mean, this is quite the show. They are, not only is she being escorted by 5 sheriff's deputies, they're also filming her. I mean, I'm sure they do not do this for everyone. Look at her kinda, look, you can see someone's face right there. Everybody's looking like, "What is go like, what's she do?" Oh, she got 5 life sentences. I think she wants to talk so bad. She wants to talk so bad. Knowing Lori, she definitely has a word, but she's trying to hold on. I don't think she's going to look how she's just, and maybe they told her don't say a word. Look. Hmm. She hasn't seen the outside like this in a minute. I don't know how the yard is. Okay, there's the flip-flops. I think they said she had a lot of stuff. I don't know if she gets to keep her stuff. I would imagine she gets to keep her folders, her case files. She's happy to just see outside. Okay. She's happy. First of all, don't get it twisted. She's not just happy to see outside. Let me take that back. Number one, she loves this attention. She loves this attention. She made sure her hair was done and she's smiling. She's happy. She's, she knows that these pictures are going to be everywhere, and the internet, bloggers, the newspapers, people who are following the cases, I think also even the family, the fact that she can have a smile on her face, and the fact that she that she is appearing to enjoy this process is going to get under the skin of the people, of her victims. Like, how dare she? And rightfully so. But she does this type of stuff on purpose. So, yeah, hopefully her victims families and loved ones, those left behind, are not really getting too deeply into this because there's a lot of people who are so sick of her. Um, I can't even put words to it. But yeah, she's partial. Some of this is partially for show because she is that much of an arc. She had to say something. She had to. Appreciate it. You probably can't tell her that she's clapping. Oh, okay. You're clapping, but you've appealed. You want to come back to Arizona. You hate Arizona, but you've done 2 appeals. I don't know that she has to be in Arizona for her appeals. It's quite possible that the process can be done on Zoom, and a lot of it is done back and forth through, are they gonna put the window down? They put the other window down, but okay. Okay. Isn't this is like look at all the cars. So when did this happen? This happened on Monday. This happened on the this was posted on the 18th. Her mugshot in Idaho says the 18th. So this could have happened very early in the morning. And then the drone footage. Like they thought this out. Um it's giving thought out. It's giving they wanted this well produced for the people, for us to be able to see that it went down. It's quite dramatic, isn't it? But I mean, she's a killer. And also it's going to be one of those not on my watch type things. Nobody wants to be the agency that screws up with a high profile prisoner. Okay. They want to get that prisoner into the proper custody and done. Okay. So I guess they delivered her. She got where she needed to go, and they are delivering her to the next vehicle. And I guess they're taking her in, and that's it. That's all. Um, Interesting. Is there anything in here? So Lori Vallow Daybell was extradited back to Idaho early this morning and is no longer in the custody of Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. I'm sure the comments are hilarious. So are we giving her the Hollywood red carpet treatment, treating her like a celebrity? She thinks she is. This woman killed many people, including her children. She should be treated the same. I get that. This comment right here. My bad. But they have to. It's almost like they have to. Because if you don't, she could say anything happened. I'm sure there's more footage that they did not include, but it's the way it is for a reason, and probably for the protection of the agency, because she's just that type. She's just that type. And I think if anyone thinks about it long enough, Did they need to put it on their YouTube channel? No, not really, but I think it's also closure. She's created a lot of mayhem, and I think it's for closure for the public, because there are people who are heavily invested in this, and or they need the closure to know that she's where she's supposed to be, and she has been returned to the custody of Idaho. Because for as important as it is that she got her sentence in Arizona, which for some people feel like it didn't make a difference, like she's already got life sentence, why waste the taxpayer money to do all of this in Arizona? Because it was important for Charles Vallow and Brandon Boudreaux that they get justice, just as it's important that she goes back to Idaho for justice for Tammy Daybell and Tylee and JJ, right? Even though she's never humanly going to be able to do all of the sentences that she has been given, she's going to have to come back numerous times in life to serve all these sentences, and that's not going to happen. So um but she it needed to they needed to provide some closure so people can see this, even though this might be annoying for the people who hate her, can't stand her, all of those things. This is closure. Seeing this, as irritating as it is for some, is going to provide the closure that they need to let it go. Now, the fact that she is appealing, well, that's a whole nother situation. That's just going to bother some more, because she is appealing everything. Lori is an arc, and we all know this. And it feeds her ego to get on people's nerves because she stands on high. Um, and she feels like she's got some sort of high authority, and she's going to be vindicated and all of these things. And her part of what fuels her is doing what she thinks is right, which is incredibly wrong always. But yeah. Anyway, guys, had you seen this? Had you not seen it? It's over. All of the trials. And speaking of numerous trials and all of that, if you're watching Donna Adelson, I'm going to have an update on what I saw yesterday as well. Just the numerous trials that Lori went through to get through all of the mayhem and chaos and murders that occurred. Vallow Daybell is done. But yes, what in the true crime was going on this week? Donna Adelson. Anyway, I will link a video yesterday with a lunchtime update at the end of this video. So make sure to click on it. And I'll have something else out later today, with my kind of wrap up of day one of the Donna Adelson day one testimony in the long, long epic saga of the murder of Dan Markel and all of the people who have been tried for the murder of Dan Markel, including Sigfredo Garcia, Luis Rivera, Katie McBanawan, two trials, Charlie Adelson, and now Donna Adelson, and in the future, potentially, Wendy Adelson, all for justice for Dan Markel. Anyway, guys, we're going to get into it again. So make sure, if you're new here, to subscribe to this channel. Make sure that your notifications are set so that when I go live, post another video, you will be notified immediately. Again, let's see. This is Lori's new mugshot. Tell me what you think. And as you can see, that's her ID number. If anyone wants to write to Lori in the Idaho Department of Corrections, her ID number is 153745. And she is back as of the date of August 18th, 2025. Let me look up Idaho Department of Corrections really quick, just for giggles. And let me see if I can find her in Idaho Department of Corrections. Let's see. Okay, it's interesting. I just looked up I just put in Daybell just to see if Chad and Lori would show up, and I'm seeing Chad. I'm going to show you in just a second. Um Hold on, let me check. Is it under Vallow? Maybe that's still her legal name. If she never changed her name, well, okay. Yeah, she's still under Vallow, so she might want to call herself Daybell all she wants, but baby, your legal name is still Vallow. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. This is interesting. Okay, Lori Noreen, Vallow, Murder One, Life, Murder One, Conspiracy, Life, Murder One, Life, Murder, Criminal Conspiracy, Life, Criminal Conspiracy, Life, Grand Theft. She's eligible in 2033, but yeah, she won't be getting out. Not to mention she has 2 life sentences in Arizona. So, let's see. I'm sure she's in the Arizona system too. We'll look it up. Okay, so there's Lori. And then let's go back and then do Daybell. Daybell is her, let's just call him spiritual husband, okay? Let's just call him her spiritual husband because I'm assuming whether they got married in Hawaii for real or not, in Idaho, she's Vallow. And maybe she never took the time to change her name. But here's Chad Daybell, her quote unquote spiritual husband. Um, oh, and he's got the death penalty, y'all. Okay, he got the insurance fraud for Tammy, and then death penalty for conspiracy to criminal conspiracy and murder. Boom. Okay. Um Interesting. Okay, just for giggles, I looked up Arizona Department of Corrections just so we aren't leaving any receipts on the table. And then let's get into it. Let's take a look real quick. All right, let me flip my screen just a second. Okay, so this is Arizona. And let's understand what we have here in front of us. This is Arizona Department of Corrections. They do not have a picture of her. It says photo unavailable. All of this we know. Life 25 to life. Release date, sentence expiration, central office, last movement 7/29/25, which uh conspiracy murder 1, murder first degree. Sentence length 99 years, 99 years. Offense date 7/11/2019 and then 10/2/2019. Sentencing 7/25. It doesn't say anything about her going back to Idaho, but obviously I'm sure the records are there. They know, but she's in Arizona as I'm sure they have some sort of a hold on her so that when and if ever, which we know it's not going to happen, um she's never going to be able to. So notification request detainers or warrants too. So those are her detainers right there on the bottom of the screen. I don't know, you can see it with my disclaimer there. She's got 2 detainers on her, and I'm sure those 2 detainers are in Idaho. So that's that right there. So those are her detainers for the 2 so that she can do her time in Arizona if by any stretch of the imagination something were to happen in Idaho. She has her detainers in Arizona. Anyway, okay, guys. Um, Lori Vallow Daybell keeps it interesting. In Arizona, she is Lori Daybell. In Idaho, she is Lori Vallow. So the woman with multiple life sentences with two names, okay? But if you ask her, it's not Vallow, it's Daybell. But anyway, comment down below and I will see you next time. Take care and have a good day. Bye.